In 1692, something terrifying happened in the real town of Salem, Massachusetts. More than 200 people were accused of practicing witchcraft, and innocent people lost their lives after fear and paranoia took over the community. Over 250 years later, writer Arthur Miller took inspiration from these real events and turned them into one of the most famous plays in American literature. But The Crucible was never just a story about witches. It was a story about fear, power, reputation, and how quickly a lie can grow when an entire society wants someone to blame. Written in 1953, Miller used the Salem witch trials to reveal a warning that still applies today. Sometimes the most dangerous thing in a community is not what people fear, but what they are willing to do because of that fear. So here's The Crucible, explained in under 10 minutes by the 10-Minute Mentor. The play begins in Salem, Massachusetts, where a young girl named Betty Paris is lying unconscious in her bed. Her father, Reverend Paris, is terrified because the night before, he discovered something that could destroy his family's reputation. Betty and several other girls had been caught dancing in the woods with Tituba, a woman enslaved by Reverend Paris. Today, dancing in the woods might sound harmless, but Salem was a Puritan community built on strict religious beliefs. People believed the devil was constantly trying to corrupt society, and anything unusual could be seen as a sign of evil. So when Betty becomes sick and cannot wake up, the town starts asking a dangerous question. Was this just a group of girls breaking the rules? Or was this witchcraft? The girls panic. They know that if they admit what they were doing, they could face serious punishment. And one girl quickly realizes there may be a way out. Her name is Abigail Williams. Abigail understands that if Salem already believes that there are witches hiding among them, she can protect herself by blaming someone else. Instead of becoming the accused, she becomes the accuser. And suddenly, people listen to her. But Abigail is not only trying to protect herself, she has another secret. Before the events of the play, Abigail worked as a servant for a farmer named John Proctor and his wife, Elizabeth. During that time, Abigail and John had an affair. John eventually realized his mistake, ended the relationship, and tried to rebuild his marriage. But Abigail never moved on. She believed John still loved her and that Elizabeth was the only thing keeping them apart. So when the witch trials begin, Abigail realizes her accusations can do more than just save her. They can give her power. And that power begins to spread. What started with a few girls afraid of getting in trouble turns into a town-wide panic. More and more people are accused of working with the devil. Neighbors turn against neighbors. Old arguments and jealousy become reasons to accuse someone of witchcraft. The scariest part is that there's almost no way to prove someone's innocence. If someone admits they are a witch, the court believes they have found the truth and lets them live. But if someone says they're innocent, the court believes they're lying and protecting the devil. The system rewards people for lying and punishes people for telling the truth. As the accusations continue, Abigail becomes one of the most powerful people in Salem. A young woman who once had almost no control over her life now has judges and leaders believing every word she says. And eventually, she targets the person standing in the way of what she wants, Elizabeth Proctor. Elizabeth is accused of witchcraft and arrested. John Proctor immediately understands what is happening. He knows Abigail is lying, but proving it means revealing the secret he has been hiding, his affair. Throughout the play, John struggles with guilt. He knows he hurt his wife and damaged his own reputation. He wants to expose Abigail, but doing that means destroying the image everyone has of him. Eventually, John decides that saving innocent lives matters more than protecting his name. He goes to court and admits the truth. He tells everyone about his relationship with Abigail and explains that she has a reason to lie. For a moment, it seems like Abigail might finally be exposed. The court brings Elizabeth in to confirm John's story. Everyone believes this will reveal the truth because Elizabeth is known for being honest. But Elizabeth does not know John has already confessed. Trying to protect her husband, she does the one thing nobody expects. She lies. She says the affair never happened. It is the only lie Elizabeth tells in the entire play, and tragically, she tells it at the worst possible moment. The court believes John made everything up, and Abigail remains in control. Another girl involving in the accusations, Mary Warren, also tries to reveal the truth. She admits that the girls were pretending to be afflicted by witchcraft. But when Abigail accuses Mary of lying and pretends that Mary is the one working with the devil, Mary realizes that telling the truth could destroy her. So she chooses to protect herself. Mary Warren accuses John Proctor of working with the devil. Now John, the person trying to stop the lies, becomes another victim of them. He is arrested and sentenced to death. At the end of the play, John is offered one final choice. He can confess to witchcraft, even though it is a lie, and survive. Or he can tell the truth and be executed. At first, John chooses to live. He agrees to confess. After everything he has done, he believes he is already a flawed person, so maybe one more lie does not matter. But then the court asks him to sign his confession and allow it to be shown publicly. And John refuses, because his name is the only thing he has left. He realizes that even though he cannot erase his past mistakes, he can still choose what kind of person he becomes. John Proctor chooses the truth, even when the truth costs him his life. Now let's talk about why the Crucible is still studied today. The first major theme is fear and mass hysteria. Arthur Miller shows that when people become controlled by fear, they can stop thinking logically. The people of Salem become so focused on finding witches that they ignore the damage they're causing. This connects to the reason Miller wrote the play. During the 1950s, America was experiencing the Red Scare, a time when people feared the spread of communism. During McCarthyism, people were accused of being communists, often with little evidence, and those accusations could destroy careers and reputations. Miller used Salem as a way to show that history can repeat itself when fear becomes stronger than reason. Another important theme is reputation versus integrity. Many characters care about how others see them, but the play shows there is a difference between protecting your reputation and protecting your character. Reputation is what people think you are. Integrity is who you choose to be. The play also explores guilt and redemption. John Proctor is not a perfect hero. He makes mistakes. But his journey shows that people are not only defined by their worst moments. They're also defined by whether they take responsibility for them. The final lesson of the Crucible is about the danger of giving power to lies. A single accusation may seem small, but when enough people believe it without questioning, it can change lives. And that's why hundreds of years later, after the Salem witch trials, Arthur Miller's message is still remembered. Because sometimes the greatest danger is not what people fear. It's what fear can make people do. This was the Crucible explained in under 10 minutes by the 10-Minute Mentor. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more quick lessons and big ideas. I'll see you guys in the next video.